Good morning, students. We shall do few more examination problems. So it is here is a question like this. It is a very simple one. Question will be generally how it will be is sometimes what they do is other parameters they will give it q, f1, f2, q, f1, f2, and omega. All those things will be given. We'll have to find out RLC. RLC is given, you'll have to find out these things. This kind of problems we have seen. So here is a problem wherein circuit elements are not given, other parameters are given. Okay, so we shall do this the kind of problem one. Okay, is it visible, madam? Okay, right. It is required that the series RLC circuit should resonate at 1 megahertz. So that means he said that F naught is equal to 1 megahertz. Resonate at 1 megahertz. Determine the value of R, L, and C. That means he is saying R, L, and C. R, L, and C. R, L, and C. If the bandwidth is equal to 5 kilohertz and its impedance is 50 ohms. Z is equal to 50 ohms at resonance. Okay, right. So how to do this kind of problem? So very simple one. If you know the concept, it will become very simple. Not much complexity is involved in this. Okay, 1 minute. Right. So now what we have is at resonance. We all know that if it is a series resonant circuit, let us say resistance, inductance, and capacitance, R, L, C. Something like this. If you have at resonance, we all know that inductive reactance is cancelled with the capacitive reactance, and at the impedance at the resonance is what? Z is equal to Z at resonance is equal to R, which is equal to what is that he said? He has given that 50 ohms. So directly we'll get it. R is equal to 50 ohms. We got it. Next, bandwidth is given. We can calculate what is that we have. We know bandwidth. We know resonant frequency. Therefore, we can calculate Q. Q is equal to F naught by bandwidth. F naught by bandwidth or FR by bandwidth. We can write it. So therefore, Q is equal to F naught is 1 mega divided by 5K. Okay. K gets cancelled with K times mega with K times. That means 10 to the power of 6, 10 to the power of 3. Therefore, 10 to the power of 3 you will get it. 1K by 5, 1000 divided by 5 and 200. Okay, right? So 200 you will get it Q. So we got Q. Once you get Q, we can find out L and C because Q is equal to XLR by R. We know Q and R. Therefore, XLR is equal to QR. XLR is what? 2 pi F naught into L is equal to QR. Therefore, L is equal to QR divided by 2 pi F naught into L. Therefore, L is equal to Q is how much? Q we calculate 200 into R. R is 50 ohms divided by 2 pi into F naught. F naught is how much? F naught is equal to 1 mega 10 to the power of 6 into 2 pi F naught. L is not there. Sorry. L we have kept it here. QR divided by 2 pi F naught. That's it. So tell me, madam, what is this value? L is equal to? Yes, millihenry. 1.59 millihenry. 1.59 10 to the power of minus 3 will get it. Similarly, XCR is equal to, so Q is equal to XCR by R. In the definition of the quality factor itself, we said that quality factor is the ratio of the inductive reactance to the resistance or capacitive reactance to the pure resistance of the circuit. Therefore, okay, right. What is that we have? Q is equal to XCR is nothing but 1 by omega R CR. 1 divided by 2 pi Fr or F naught into Cr. Therefore, C is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi Fr into Q into R. Therefore, C is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi into 10 to the power of 6 into 200 into 50. C is equal to engineering ante you press engineering 15.91 into 10 to the power minus 12. So 15.91 picofarad C value. That's how we should do it. This is a question for 6 marks in the examination. Okay. Right. Sorry. Another kind of problem we have, he has asked some power factor and all. So let us see how to do the problem. This is also an examination problem. Okay, right. The question is determine the line current. Line current means that I naught, line current, power factor. Power factor is power factor. Voltage across coil VL, I mean to say. Coil of the resistance 5 ohm, 440 ohms. Okay, and 40 ohm and L is equal to 0.75 Henry. Forms a part of series circuit with a resonant frequency of 55 hertz. F naught is equal to 55 hertz. The supply is 250 volts, 50 hertz. Okay, right. Is that 55 hertz? If the supply voltage V is equal to 250 volts, 50 hertz. Okay, the question is like that. Determine the line current, power factor, voltage across the coil. When a coil of resistance 40 ohms and L is equal to 0.75 Henry forms a part of a series circuit for a resonant frequency of 55 hertz. If the supply is 250 volts and 50 hertz. Okay, so it means we'll have to calculate all these things. So what is that we have? So series resonant circuit is said. We have resistance, inductance and capacitance. Series resonant circuit. This is supplied with 250 volts, 50 hertz supply. And this is R, L, C. Okay, right. XC is not given. So we all know that at resonance, by definition itself, inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance. Inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance. That means XL is equal to XC. XL is equal to XC. Therefore, XL is what? 2 pi or omega naught. Omega naught into L is equal to 1 by omega naught into C. Therefore, C is equal to 1 by omega naught square into C. So, sorry, L. Therefore, C is equal to 1 by omega naught. Omega naught andre, here he has given the resonant frequency 2 pi into 55 whole square into L is how much? L has he given? Yes, L is 0.75. 0.75. How much is this? Calculate C. 11.164 microfarad. 11.164 microfarad. So we got the capacitance value. Next. So he said that find the power factor, he said. Power factor is the angle. So how will you calculate the angle? We know the impedance. Z is equal to R plus JXL minus JXC. You calculate the impedance, you will get the angle. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. Z is equal to what is that we have? R plus J into XL minus XC. Z is equal to R. R is how much? Resistance of something you said. Is given in the question. What is that he said? A coil of resistance 40 ohms and L is equal to 0.75 Henry. R also is given. R is equal to 40 ohms is said. So therefore, what is that? You can write it 40 plus J into 2 pi F naught andre 55 minus not 55, 1 minute. Okay, so we need to calculate XL and XC. It's not at resonance. To find the power factor, we'll have to go for the not at resonance. Not at resonance, they will get cancelled. So to find the power factor, we need to find out XL and XC, and then you substitute here. Okay, right? XL is equal to at 50 hertz. At 50 hertz, find XL and X. That means not at resonance. 50 hertz is the supply frequency. Resonant frequency is 55 hertz. So at 50 hertz, you find out XL and XC. XL is equal to 2 pi FL. XL is equal to 2 pi into F is 50 into L. L is 0.75. How much is this? 2 pi 50 into 0.75. 235.61 ohms. That is your inductive reactance. Similarly, XC is equal to 1 over 2 pi FC. 1 divided by 2 pi into 50 into C. C is 11.164 into 10 to the power of minus 6. XC is equal to 285.12 ohms. That is inductive capacitive reactance. So if you want to find out the power factor at this point, see, you don't calculate the power factor at 55 hertz. At 55 hertz, the power factor is unity. We know that. While defining the resonance itself, we said that resonance is a condition in AC circuit where the phase angle between voltage and current is 0, we said. Therefore, cos phi, power factor cos phi is equal to 1. So therefore, what you should do is, that is the reason, and even this all these things are calculated at 50 hertz because here only will get XL and XC are different. If at resonance, what will happen is XL is equal to XC, they gets cancelled. You will not get XL and XC. Therefore, while finding the C, you use the resonant frequency and you will get it. Now, all these things at 50 hertz you should calculate to find out XL and XL, XC, all those things, 50 hertz. So XC is equal to 285, we got it. Power factor is nothing but phase angle, we'll have to calculate. So from this one, what is that we have? Z is equal to R. R is how much? 40 ohms. 40 plus J into XL. XL is 235. 235.61 minus 285. 285.61. Okay. So calculate this whole thing in the calculator, convert it into polar, you will get the angle. So what is this impedance? And then you convert it into polar. First, tell me in rectangular format, Z is equal to how much? 40 minus 49.51 J. Convert it into polar. Polar, you press complex. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೊ 40 ಮೈನಸ್ 49 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮೋಡಲ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ mode, okay. 2, if you press it complex, it will come 40 minus 49.51 I equals, we got this. So now what I should do is go for the complex. Above 2 we have complex, so shift above 2, complex is there, you press 2, then we get argument R at an angle of theta. You can directly get the argument or angle, you will get it. So therefore what you should do is R at an angle of theta, press 3 equals.
Sir, repeat, sir, once more. Sir, once more time.
63.649 at an angle of minus 51 degree. Minus 51 degree. Now power factor is nothing but equal to, power factor is equal to cos phi. Power factor is equal to cos of minus 51.51 degree. Minus 51 degree. Cos of 51, you calculate. Go back to the, change the mode. Okay, power factor is equal to 0.629. Power factor at resonance will be 1. So otherwise it will be less only. Okay, right? So that's how we should calculate. Power factor, we got it. And further, what else he has asked? I has asked. Okay, power factor we have calculated. I at resonance he is asking. So I we need to calculate. Okay, not at resonance, other point you can calculate. IL is equal to V by Z. So where he has asked, you read the question once again. What is that he said? Determine the line current, he said, not at current at resonance. Line current is nothing but, it is not I, this is I, it is not I naught. So line current is saying, so that means current supplied with at 50 hertz, whatever the current is there, that we need to calculate, not at resonance. At resonance, we know that I naught is equal to V by Z, Z naught, which is equal to V by R. We should not use this one. So we'll have to calculate I. I is equal to what? V by Z. V by Z is equal to what? We know that I is equal to impedance at an angle of theta. So current is equal to voltage divided by impedance. So that is nothing but voltage is how much? 250 divided by 63.649. only magnitude you should take it. I is equal to how much, madam? 3.927 amps. Sir. I is equal to 3.927 amps. You will get it. That is right answer. Similarly, we have to calculate VL. VL is equal to right. VL is equal to IL into ZL. That means we also we should calculate VL and that means this one at line only. Line voltage and line current is said. So VL is equal to IL into ZL, which is nothing but equal to VL is equal to IL. IL is how much? IL is 3.927. ZL we need to first calculate ZL. ZL is equal to what? Impedance of the inductance is, because it is a coil with the resistance, he said. A coil with resistance 40 ohms. And so this one coil itself. So VL is nothing but a whole thing we should take it. Voltage across the coil we'll have to calculate. So, but resistance also included, it is not separate. So therefore, ZL is equal to RL plus JXL, which is nothing but equal to RL. RL is 40 plus J XL. XL is 235.61 ZL. Convert it into polar, you will get the magnitude. First you enter, convert it into polar. 235.61. .98 at an angle of 3 degree. Polar alla? Okay. Yes, correct. 80.36. Is correct idea? 80.36 degree. Okay, right. So now you go for this. VL is equal to, magnitude is this one. VL is equal to magnitude of IL into magnitude of ZL. Since it's a complex quantity, IL, magnitude of IL is 3.927. 3.927 into ZL, 238.98. How much is that? 938.47 volts. Okay. In this problem, peculiarity is resonant frequency is used only to find out C. Afterwards, we'll have to come to the line current, line power factor at line, and voltage at line. We'll have to calculate it. So we should be very much careful. Don't use the resonant frequency for other things, because resonant frequency is only for what? To find out the C. Only at resonance we get the C value. After that, we'll have to find out line current, power factor. Otherwise, power factor will become unity at resonance. No need to calculate that, right? So therefore, please remember that, and you should. This is a different kind of problem. You should be very much careful while doing this kind of problems. Okay, right. One more problem we have. This is from 2009. 1 minute. I'll check it. The problem. January 2009. Okay. So this is a question from one of the examinations of different kind. The question is like this. This is also an examination problem. Two coils are of R1. Circuit is not given. R1 is equal to 0.51 ohms and L1 is equal to 32 millihenry. R2 is equal to 1.3 ohms. L2 is equal to 15 millihenry and are in series with a capacitor. C is equal to 0.25 microfarad. C1 and C2 62 microfarad. 0.25 25 microfarad and 62 microfarad are connected in series with a 0.24 ohm resistance. R is equal to 0.24 ohm resistance. Determine the following: resonant frequency F naught, Q factor Q, power dissipated in the circuit at resonant frequency. That means power dissipated P we need to calculate. Okay, right. So that's how to do. This is a 10 marks question in the examination. Now we shall write down the circuit diagram, how it looks like. See, a coil, two coils. One is coil having a resistance. The resistance of the coil is always present in series with the coil. So therefore, it is R1, L1, 0.251 ohms, 32 millihenry, which is in series, connected in series, he said now. So resistance and inductance. Resistance is how much? R2, 1.3 ohms, R2, L2, 15 millihenry, and they are connected in series with a capacitor. Two capacitors C1 and C2, 25 microfarad, 22 microfarad, and 62 microfarad, and which is in series with a resistance, he said 0.24 ohms. Okay, right. Now the circuit is at resonance, he said, and if it is at resonance, what is the resonant frequency, Q factor, and power? Okay, right. This can be written as a simple resistance, inductance, and capacitance. Resistance is equal to what? 0.51 in series with 1.3 in series with 0.24. Add all the things. So 0.51 plus 1.3 plus 0.24. How much is it? 2.05 ohms. 2.05 ohms. R is equal to 2.05 ohms. Next. Okay, right. What about L? L is equal to 32 plus 15 millihenry. 47 millihenry, we got it. Capacitance series. Capacitance series, we should be very much careful. Don't add it. Capacitance in series is nothing but C is equal to C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. We should be very much careful. And that is nothing but equal to C1. C1 is 25 micro into 62 micro divided by C1 plus C1 plus C2. 25 plus 62. 7, no? 87 micro gets cancelled. 25 by 87. Just a minute. 27 by 87, that is enough. 7 by 87. 25 by 87. 287.3 millifarad. Okay, right. So 287.3 millifarad. Cancel agide. It just new 25 by 87 nodidi. Millifarad. We got it. Okay, right. So we got these things. So now you find out the resonant frequency. FR is equal to 1 over 2 pi into root LC, which is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi into root of L. L is what? 47 milli 10 to the power of minus 3 into C is 287.3 milli 10 to the power of minus 3. How much is this? Oh, 25 by 87 into 62. Sorry. 25 into 62 divided by 87. How much? 17. Microfarad. Sorry. 17.81 microfarad. This is 17.81. 17.81 microfarad. 17.81 microfarad is right. Okay, right. Now what is that we have? 17.81 microfarad. 17.81 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Tell me what is the value. FR is 173. Sorry, 173.95 hertz is the resonant frequency. Now, once you get the resonant frequency, we can calculate Q also. Q we can calculate. Q is equal to 1 by R into root of L by C. 1 by R into root of L by C. You calculate that, which is nothing but equal to 1 by R. 1 by R is how much? Total R 2.05 into square root of L. 47 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by 17.81 into 10 to the power of minus 6. And this is minus 3 times will go off. So 10 to the power of minus 3 will go to numerator, 10 to the power of 3. 47 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by 17.81 equals. Final answer. Total. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್. ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು 10 to the power of minus 3 when it goes to numerator plus 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು. So 1000. 47,000 divided by 17.81. 47,000 divided by 17.81 అంటే ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಾ? divided by 2.05 is right answer. 25.05 is the quality factor Q. Okay, right? So we got Q. Power we need to calculate is said, but it is not possible since he has not given the current. Power at resonance he said, since So in the examination also, if the data is not sufficient, you write as it is. You say that current is not given. Current and voltage is not given. Not given. Hence power cannot be calculated. Okay, you can stop at that point, right? That's how we should write in the examination. If they are given the power supply, it is supplied with 230 volts, something like that, then we can calculate. Otherwise, so that's how we should. So here, generally student will fail in understanding this concept. So this is fine. So this they will add it, inductance, resistance, they will add it, all the three. Capacitance also they will add it. But please note that when the capacitances are connected in series, it is C1, C2 divided by C1 plus. That you will forget. Even though you know that the series capacitance is equal to C1, C2. But because we add 3 resistances, 2 inductances, similarly we add 2 capacitances. So that's what the mistake what the student used to do. Other than that, rest and all is easy. Okay. So like that we can solve any number of problems. Some of the variety of the problems we have seen today. Now let us move on to parallel resonance. So here we are going to have 3 kinds of parallel resonance circuits. And all the 3 in detail we won't do. First one we do calculations, we do it. See, parallel resonance circuit is general parallel resonance circuit. So like this, all the components are connected in parallel. This is general resonance circuit. Inductance, capacitance. This is one parallel resonance circuit. This we call as general parallel resonance circuit, RLC. RLC we say. One more is there, that is parallel resonance circuit with inductance in series with a resistance, and in parallel with that we have a capacitance. Okay, right. So this is one practical resonance circuit we said. And third one, resistance in both the branches, inductance with resistance and capacitance with resistance. Okay, right. So if you see this question in the examination, majority of the times we find these 2 derivations they'll ask. Problems are rarely they'll ask. But in this one, they may ask you problems. In general, problems in the parallel resonance circuit will be very rare in the examination. Majority of the papers we have seen problems on series resonance circuit. Now we shall go for to derive what is parallel resonance circuit, and we shall derive the expression for that resonant frequency. Okay, right? So take the heading, we can have parallel resonance circuit. Parallel resonance. In the parallel resonance, we have first one, general parallel resonance circuit. Okay, right. So in this general parallel resonance circuit, the components will be connected in this fashion. So components are connected like this. As I said, resistance in parallel with an inductance, in parallel with a capacitance. So in a parallel resonance circuit, as we are seen in this diagram, all the components are connected in parallel. Okay, right. Once again, what we say here is reactance part will be 0. But how will you calculate this one? So this is nothing but equal to. So it is better to calculate admittance. Okay, right? So therefore, what you say is Y is equal to Y. So what is that admittance? Admittance of the, what is that? Conductance of resistance is equal to. Conductance is equal to 1 by R. Conductance is equal to 1 by R. Okay, right? Now, impedance is equal to JXL, which is equal to J omega L. Therefore, impedance. So what is that we have is admittance. So is impedance of inductance. Or you can write it as inductive reactance. Instead of impedance, you better to write it as inductive reactance. Inductive reactance. Okay, inductive reactance we can represent it as JXL, which is equal to J omega L. Reactance. Now, what is the admittance? What is the 1 by reactance? 1 by reactance is nothing but susceptance. 1 by impedance. See, 1 by resistance is conductance, we call it as. 1 by Z we call it as Y, we call it as admittance. Similarly, 1 by reactance is susceptance. We call it as susceptance. And his notation used is B. The notation used is B. So inductive reactance. Okay. Inductive susceptance. We call it as BL. Is 1 by JXL. 1 by JXL, which is nothing but equal to what is that we have? 1 by JXL, we can write it. So 1 divided by J, we can take it as minus J divided by omega L. Omega L, we can write it. Similarly, when J goes to numerator, it becomes minus J. Similarly, capacitive reactance. Reactance is equal to, capacitive reactance is equal to, we write it as minus JXC, which is equal to minus J divided by omega C. Therefore, capacitive susceptance is equal to 1 by reactance. That means nothing but what? 1 divided by minus J divided by omega C, which is equal to, omega C will go to numerator. We write it as omega C. Minus J when it goes to numerator plus J. Therefore, what you will call it as? J omega C. So total admittance is equal to, now total admittance is equal to, Y is equal to YL. Admittance of this one, you can write it as, this we call it as YC we call it as, sorry, this is YC, this is ZC, this is YL, this is ZL. Okay, right. Okay, susceptance is nothing but, so when they are connected in parallel, they when any elements are connected in parallel, what they should do? Let us say 3 resistors are connected in parallel. What is that? How will you calculate? R1, R2, R3. We can calculate as 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This will become very complex. Instead, we better to add a conductance. 1 by R is total conductance G is equal to G1. 1 by R1 is G1, conductance of first resistance plus conductance of second resistance plus, so just an addition. Instead of calculating 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 and adding it, then once again you will have to take the R reciprocal. It's very difficult. So instead, take this G1. So calculation become very easy. So here also, since this is a parallel circuit, particularly when we have the complex values, the calculation becomes very complex. Hence, we go for admittance so that it becomes very easy. So Y is equal to admittance of the resistance part, admittance of the inductance part, admittance of the capacitance part. That I'll call it as YR plus YL plus YC. YR resistance, admittance of resistance. conductance. Okay, admittance of resistance. We can call it as 1 by R. So that I'll call it as YR, let us say. So therefore, what is that I can write it? Y is equal to, YR is what? 1 by R plus YL. YL is minus J divided by omega L. YC is plus J omega C. Plus J omega C. Y is equal to 1 by R. Take J common. Plus J, if you take common, what will you get? Minus 1 by omega L plus omega C. By definition of the resonance, we said that reactance part is 0. We said whether it is a series resonance or parallel resonance, imaginary part becomes equal to, at resonance, reactance part will be 0. So therefore, what will happen? Minus 1 by, at resonance, what will happen? Omega is equal to omega R, and this one, impedance, reactance part is equal to 0. Therefore, what will you get? Minus omega R into L plus omega R into C is equal to 0. Now you transfer to right hand side. Omega R into C is equal to 1 by omega R into L. Transfer omega R this side, and omega R square is equal to 1 by LC. Therefore, omega R is equal to 1 by root LC radians per second. So that is the expression for resonant frequency in terms of radians per second. And similarly, omega R is 2 pi FR. Therefore, FR is equal to 1 over 2 pi into root LC. That means the formula for general resonant circuit and series resonant circuit is same. Only for if the resistance is in series with the inductance and all will be there, then we formula is different. Resonant frequency for a series resonance and a general parallel resonant circuit will remain same, and this will be in terms of hertz. Okay, so that's about general parallel resonant circuit. Okay, it's time up. I'll continue in the next class. Next class, I'll be continuing with the series resonance, parallel resonant circuit and cutoff frequencies, expression for cutoff frequency. Okay.